Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. I don't know if this is working. Is this working? It is. Hello, hello, hello. This is one, number one. Where are you? Okay. Hello, hello. I turned it off and. Hello. Okay, now it's working. Maybe it needs to come closer to my mouth. Hello. Hello. I should be making all kinds of noise now. Just doing this. Oh, okay. How's that? No, not working. Okay. Well, why don't I use the my other mic? Because Geshe needs that one. Okay, thank you. Hello? Oh. I'm sorry. My name is Lama. Welcome to the Kadampa Center. I see that there's some new people here. So very shortly, Geshe will be coming through this door, and when he does, he will turn toward the altar and start prostrating, and then we also will do the same. And if you are uncomfortable doing so, that's perfectly fine. Just remain standing, and then he will He will stand on the throne and then invite us to sit down. And so that's when we usually sit down. And then we begin by reading some prayers in the Gold Prayer Book. Many of you, especially in the chairs, have a white binder. And so it's the first page with all the prayers on it. In the beginning, it'll be on the front side, and at the dedication, at the end of the teaching, it'll be the back side of that first sheet. If I mention page numbers, it's in reference to the Gold Prayer Book. So I think the first one is on page 34, I believe. Yes. And then there will be other prayers too. Let's see. Geshe has recommended highly that we will circumambulate the stupa outside. It's filled with Dharmakaya relics and other holy objects, the tree of life in the center. And it's a great practice just by walking around for accumulation of merit and purification practice. And also to spin the prayer wheel. A prayer wheel is like the item, the wooden and brass thing that's on Geshe, object on Geshe's desk, and you just spin it, clockwise, and you get the merit of all the mantras that are written in the roll inside there, thousands of them, just by spinning it one time. So that's another easy way of accumulating merit. If you have cell phones, if you please turn them off, especially alarms, or put them on mute if you can't turn them off. And you're welcome to bring drinks in here if you like. Anything else? No, you can't think? Okay. So let's just let our minds settle from all the wonderful communication that we've had with our wonderful friends and practitioners here, and get our minds ready for the teaching. And reflect as Khensa Rinpoche mentioned when he came here one time, that since hopefully no one has forced you to come today to the center, you've been accumulating merit ever since you stepped into your car to come to the center. Prayers for a happy rebirth. All those killed by natural and man-made disasters. For all those killed by others or by their own hands. Hester Clifford, John Francis Graney Jr., Megan Lynn Hamilton, Bob Storms, Baldy the dog, Dylan the cat, Lucky the dog. Job search. Travis Boone, Brian and Brandy, Joey Gooch, Joe Griffith, Jim Kay, LC, Bruce Miller, Sarai, Greg Weaver, Joe Whitley. Prayers for health and well-being. Kabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche, Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, Kadamba Center nuns and their families, Venerable Galton Drokar, all those harmed by natural and man-made disasters. Kristen Alessandro, Jerry Anderson and family, Jorge Aurelio, Jim Barnes, Roseanne Barona and family, Susie Boehm, Yuki Burrows, Taylor Carney, Betty Chow, family of Hester Clifford, Cindy D, Pam DeLacy, Ted Domi, Tashi Droma, Victoria Easterday, Ryan Edmonds, Taylor Freeman, Mildred Gooch, Pema Gelson, Tracy Haas Thompson, Kay Hansen, Christina Harrison, Annie Hassel, Frank Holt, Hunter and his family. That's the guest list here. So on page 34, at the top of the page, above the words daily prayers, there's a Shakyamuni Buddhist mantra. So let's chant that 3 times. Taya ta om mune mune maha munaye soha. Taya ta om mune mune maha munaye soha. Taya ta om let's read the four immeasurables below on that same page, one time in English. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Now turn to page 37, and let's read the four immeasurable chanting version at the bottom. And if you have the white binder, it's just the words by the music notes. Sanchen tam shedeva dam dewe gyudam tempar jorchi Then below there's two mantras, Chenrezig's mantra, the Buddha of Great Compassion, and then below that, Green Tara's mantra. Green Tara is the deity of enlightened activity. So let's do 8 of the Chenrezig and 7 of the Green Tara's mantra. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 Om Tare Tu Re Soha. 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 Thank you. So the children are welcome to go to their classes.
Good morning. Let's begin with the short single point meditation. Okay, short single point meditation. Only 2 hours. Short. Sounds good. I just want to say a few words before we meditate. Mm. Uh, First, we analyze our mental state. Okay, first before we meditate, we analyze our mental state. Mm. If you are going to do single-pointed meditation based on breathing meditations, so then once you discover that your mind has been disturbed, so then exhale forcefully. Then just imagine that your disturbing mind that's been irritated by all kinds of reasons. So when just you breathe forcefully at the beginning, so just imagine that your disturbing mind went out of your body and went out of the room, then out of the universe, disappeared. Okay. If your mind is neutral or maybe it's good, positive state, so that's good way to begin meditation. Any form of meditation is good to begin with positive mindset. That's the best. If not, neutral. No neutral mind. Not necessarily positive, not necessarily negative. It's just neutral. No? Then easy to think something. Easy to think. So easy to place all your attention on one single object. No? Why single-pointed meditation is important? Because single-pointed meditation is important. It's important because it makes your mind calm. It's the way to make your mind calm down. Calm down? Calm down? It's a way. It's a technique that makes your mind calm. Instead of saying just calm down, calm down, calm down. I'm not sure how the mind will come down just repeating the word. But if you learn how to place not just 20% attention or maybe 100%, 100% attention must put on one single object. So then mind is going to come down, and then it becomes peaceful. That's the temporary goal. Temporary goal is to make your mind calm and peaceful. So then, of course, ultimate goal is to reach physical pliancy, mental pliancy, through your single-pointed meditation. When it's dramatically improved, so the result will be physical pliancy and mental pliancy. First, among those two pliancy, first you reach mental pliancy, so then you reach physical pliancy. That's the ultimate goal. So temporary goal is to make your mind, this is the ancient technique, how to make your mind calm and peaceful, placing 100% attention on one single object. If there's any other way that you can make your mind calm and peaceful, that's wonderful. That's very good. I'm not saying this is the only way, but according to ancient the teachings or method, that's how they use this kind of meditation technique to make their mind calm and peaceful. So what do you do if you are using your breathing meditations? Then you exhale, inhale. Each time when you inhale, then you count one. So the number of people ask me a question, do counting is important? Counting is not that important, but the counting is the method that makes sure that your attention is there. Some of your attention is there. There's the way to you to know if you count 7, 14, 21 times, you do know you are counting correctly. At least some of the attention is there. Then you know. It's quite obvious. That's why you count. Yeah, of course you'll hear sound, people breathe, the phone rings, then outside noise. But just, you don't follow that, whatever sound you hear, you don't follow that sound and then, create like stories like Sesame Street. Sesame Street, like the TV show. You don't create, you just recognize and gently bring back your attention to whatever that might be, a flower, tree, waterfall, but has to be one, can be five. Then there's attention has been divided, or has to be one. Okay, so that's next maybe a few minutes, that's what we're going to do. Object doesn't matter. If you're using your breath as an object, so then breathe out, begin with exhale, then inhale, then if you have the four counting, then you can say one, out, in, there's two, then you count that. Okay, so let's begin. So one thing, when you start to do single point meditation, it may seems like more thoughts are arising, but actually that's not true. It's not true, because you are just being aware all the thought that rise, because it arises all the time. As I said, it's like popcorn, popcorn, popcorn. You can buy in the, I think, Walmart, in all the stores. The bag looks like flat. First looks like flat. Minute you place in the microwave, poke, then it runs like that. So thought arising all the time, but you are not aware. You just go with it. Then not just that. So then create all kinds of stories. So this become like part of life. So now, when you try to meditate, try to focus, try to place all your attention on one single object, then you notice all this thought rising. It's not like, oh, when I meditate, more thought rise. No, that's not true. It's the same amount of thought. But noise, outside noise, do become, I say, obstacles, disturb. So maybe you can use objects like don't disturb. When you go to hotel, you put something outside, you can use this object, don't disturb. You can just choose the, it is a breath, you can just choose don't disturb. So therefore, like come abiding meditation, there's the highest level of single point meditation called shamatha or samadhi. So environment needs to, there has to, not any kind of environment is going to work for that, because there has certain kind of environment there has less noise, outside noise. If you're walking for karma abiding, even the waterfall, the sound of the river, become kind of like distractions. But here, single pointed meditations does not mean samadhi. Samadhi is a different meditation. It's like 9 stages of meditation. But anyway, so it's hard to find like environment. There's no noise. Even though there's no extra noise, there's internal noise always there. Internal noise. So anyway, we do our best. What we can do. So then slowly, not right away, slowly, your concentration will improve. Your like the power of single pointed concentration will improve slowly, it will improve. So, then it will make your mind calm and peaceful. So that's, very good. It's not like taking something, drinking something, so no. Okay, so this is very good. This is very good meditation. So if you try at home, like for beginner, short, multiple. For beginner, when you are experienced, then few, then long. When you become experienced, so then best time to stop. If you feel good, then stop. Okay, don't stop when you feel terrible. So that's not good to stop. When you feel good, then stop. So then you can do it again. Okay. So then the benefit. We are here all doing meditation. Any form of meditation, single point of meditation, is create the positive energies. It creates positive energies. It will have a ripple of positive impact for the environment, so then for the society. So I think they have done studies. So one of the, don't remember the name of the church, Elise, you remember the downtown Longview Center? One church?
It's called the Longview Center.
That's church? It's not church. It's church?
It was not a church when we were there.
So church that occupied that center, what's called? I don't know. So, Unity? Yeah, Unity Church. Yeah, Unity Church. So the minister, what do you call minister or minister of the Unity Church? I know him. Very wonderful person. Wonderful person. So he told me they did some kind of studies that like same time, same day, same time, same minute, same second, there's thousands of people meditate. And the study shows that kind of reduce the violence in the communities. It's not a new thing. It's not been new thing. It's been like say, even the example been used, like one piece of broom. Here, probably people don't use broom, but India and Nepal, they use, when you clean your house, you use bunch of grass, put it together, then it become broom. That's how you sweep, Here, vacuum cleaner. I'm not sure how you can put 100 of them together. If you put 100 vacuum together, so there's going to be a lot of noise. But the broom, there's a piece of grass, put it together. One piece, so much dirt can be, swept. Swept if you use one piece of broom. If you put a bunch of them together, you can clean large area and easily. So this example they use in the text is like that. Group meditations. So like how often we think we do same things. Not much. So there's the power generated by doing something positive with different kind of collective consciousness do produce energies. So it's not something new, it's not like they just found out, So, but they did, not that kind of study has been done before, but so they did study, and it shows the amount of violence has been reduced by the power of that meditations, from a group of people in the same time. So I believe that a long time ago. It's not something new, but anyway, so just that. Each one of us, when we meditate, we contribute for the societies, betterment for the societies. There's something to feel good about. So then, you also get, benefit. Just think about, how many problems caused by body? How many? How many problems caused by body? How much? How much complication problem caused by mind, thought? There's many. The question is what kind of thought? What kind of thought they cause problem? That's how you do business with your thought. So you precisely calculate. So then based on that, then you make plans. So you make plan. What kind of thoughts cause me? To try to make me cranky. 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 Oh yeah, cranky. So. So like that, what kind of thought that, makes me kind of like, as ultimately something nature, pure nature, from Buddhist point of view, what you call Buddha nature. And what kind of thought, like kind of discover, uncover that, and what kind of thought that cover up that nobody can see. That people just think that you're evil. The thought. Everything begins from the thought. Everything that starts from the thought. So, this is the source of everything. It's the source of everything. So just after the you please take a few moments to introduce yourself to each other. Then after that, I will continue. Okay, I will continue. Hello, David. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you again.
Hey, do the squirrels eat your things before they get ripe?
Oh, a few.
They do? Because
Few.
I had a few on my new tree and they're all gone. So
Few.
I think
That's the plan. Please, you come in October. Take it out. October.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. And sorry to disturb your wonderful conversations, but we have here only 1.5 hours. Oh, so one question here. So, how's the prayer of four prayer? How is the prayer of the four immeasurable related to the Four Noble Truths? It was very each is there's four, so there's a relationship between four. That become 8. I think that's the answer. The 8. Number 8 is the answer. So then 8 become 8 Four Noble Path. So that's all goods. First 4 is good, second 4 is good, that has become 8, 8 is also good, that's become 8 for 8, how is it? 8 for noble path, 8 for right speech, right thought, right action, all of that. So that's very good question. Thank you for whoever asking this question. It's very good question. So that's in my mind this morning. I have, I thought before coming here, I'm going to talk about that. So the question is already on the table. So wonderful, So the both 4 I've been thinking about. I'm going to talk on this subject today. And begin with compassion. So compassionate person is very, very important. It's good for the society, It's good for the society. It's good for everybody. If the person is very compassionate, everybody get benefit. If the person is Buddhist, Christian, Muslim, there's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. There's no guarantee. So what we need to, if we are worried about, better world for our children's, our grandchildren's, all of that, what we need to do as a human, not as a Buddhist, as a human being, what we need to do, we need to emphasize on the importance of developing compassion, loving kindness, tolerance, respect. These are very, very important things. It makes better human beings. All these major religion traditions does carry message, how to develop tolerance, all of that. But if you are compassionate person, or even though you don't have any religions, I don't see any problem. It's not needed. So that's why you remember His Holiness Dalai Lama said, kindness is my religion, is kindness. My religion is kindness. That sentence is carrying a lot of weight. That has meaning. It has meaning. It means something very deep. Kindness. So compassion, so yesterday, last Sunday, somebody talked about, show compassion to yourself or love yourself. Now question is how? It's all good. It's all good. Absolutely, it's absolutely right. Loving yourself, showing compassion to yourself. Yeah, of course, you have to love yourself. You have to show compassion to yourself. That's all good. So now the question is how? You can say so many things in the world, you can say, but how? Practicing gentle mind, that's all what is matter. That's all what is matter, practicing gentle mind. Well, you can call gentleman, doesn't mean, gentle, practicing gentle mind, noble thought. This is very, very critical, for your health, for your, life. At the same time, I think it's very important to understand from the Buddhist point of view what we call samsara. We are not going to be happy all the time. That is reality. Do we understand that? We are not going. If you are expecting to be happy all the time, that's not going to happen. Sorry to say, that's the truth. If I say, oh, you are going to be happy all the time, that's not true. It's not true. It's just not true. It's not true. So recognizing that, that's very important. I may have so many unrealistic expectations that my life is not, yesterday is fine, today is not fine. Why? Ultimate happiness, if you liberate yourself completely for the goods from the disturbing thought, then there will be happy all the time. All the time they can be happy. What we call, from the Buddhist point of view, liberations. Then be liberated. Other than that, that doesn't mean you shouldn't try. We can try. We can try. So I say, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. Even the seasons, no seasons. 4 seasons, knows. Too much fun probably not good. So maybe show some heats. See the winter, cold, but the cold doesn't last forever. You enjoy a little bit, then after a little while it becomes too much. Summer in the beginning, everybody gets so excited, then after in the middle, then it becomes a little bit too much. Everything changed, The tree, the fruit trees. Summertime, it's going to become everything, spring, everything grows, everything, even the seasons trying to cheer us up. Even the seasons trying to cheer us up, trees, all of that. So many good things that we are not aware. See, long time ago, there's a couple of Tibetan students, they are studying Duk. some of them graduated, and their family came for their graduation ceremony from all the way from Tibet. The man, the father, first thing he noticed is like all the trees when they drive around, and he said all these trees looks like just somebody just washed them with the water. I've been living here like 18 years. Did I ever feel something like that? No. So just that, so it makes that person kind of, wow, this every single tree just looks like just somebody just washed them. So environment, some people they live, there's no clean air, there's no trees, all covered in dust, like that. Small things, Spring, the summer, even the season try to cheer us up, cheer us up. Cheer us.
Yeah, cheer us up.
Well, cheer us up. Even the flower trying to say smile. Just show some smile. Isn't it like the bird, all of that. Every day. Not talking about 24 hours. Every day, it's very, very important to think something positive. So then the positive well is not going to dry up because every day there's one drop is going there. Oh. And eventually that well will fill up. So that's exactly from Buddhist point of view, that's how you love yourself. That's how you show compassion to yourself. Minimize this sort of thought. So anyway, now back to the topic here. For immeasurable, just think about, don't just read the word. Don't just read the word. When you read the word, think about the meaning. Not just saying, may all American beings. Not just saying, may all American. You're saying, may all living beings. All living beings. Everything that moves, breathes. You're wishing all of them something good. Isn't that a wonderful thought? That is noble thought. So that thought is necessary. That thought, if you generate, that is guarantee it will contribute for better world. And it will produce better world as good for your children, grandchildren, all of this is very good. Change of the weather, the climate, all of that, the season, is a part of the reality. Everything change. You can't stop. Even America cannot stop 4 seasons. It's a part of the reality. It happens. It just cycles and it just happens. So the four noble, the four immeasurable. This is a wonderful question. Four immeasurable. The person whomever asking this question probably already read my mind. So four immeasurable is the expansion of compassions. When you expand the compassions, it becomes four immeasurable thoughts. When you summarize them, then there's compassion. Okay? Simjiya tamche dewatang devejula demaji. May all sentient beings have happiness and the cause of happiness. What is the cause of happiness? What is the cause of happiness? Is it pizza? Or is it cheesecake? Or is it French fry? Is it the beach? Or is the sun bath? What is the cause of happiness? What is the cause of happiness? Because everybody here can read, write, very educated, need to ask, what is the cause of happiness? According to Buddhism, the cause of happiness is positive thought. Positive thought, there's the cause of happiness. Is that true? Need to analyze. When I show compassion, somebody get angry. When I show loving kindness, somebody get out of their mind. If I show angry, somebody just jumping up and down, so happy. What is the cause for What is the cause of happiness? There's the first line. Dunga. Free from suffering, the cause of suffering. Suffering doesn't mean, from the Buddhist point of view, suffering does not mean pain. Suffering simply means complication. all kind of complications, all kind of complications. Suffering does not mean pain. It just called suffering. It does not mean pain. Complication. That's what I put it. Complication. Yeah, complication of fruit trees. You plant one, so the worry is not going to grow well. So it's going to be like that. Then it's going to grow. This grow very beautifully. Then it's like produce a lot of fruit. Then there's another complication. There's squirrels. A lot of squirrels. Squirrels comes on the trees. All of that. Everything's coming to complication. Everything. So that's Dungata, free from suffering and the cause of suffering. What is the cause of suffering? Now, important. What is the cause of suffering? Then the third line. What is the third line? Dunga mebe dewa so.
Be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering.
Dunga mebe dewa, happiness without suffering.
Yes.
What is that? That is liberation. That is liberation. So that's the ultimate happiness. That's called liberation, nirvana, whatever called moksha. That's happiness without sufferings. Means happiness without complications. All other happiness comes with the complication. Like happiness of going to vacations comes with the complications. All kind of. So anyway, so now compassion. That's when you summarize that. When you summarize for immeasurable thought, that is compassion. When you expand the compassion, it becomes for immeasurable thought. These are wonderful thought. Then that's guarantee. If any of us who generated this thought, sincerely, genuinely, people don't need to fear. Nobody needs to fear for your present, because that's guaranteed that you are not going to hurt any living beings. See? If you sincerely, genuinely develop that thought, nobody has to be fear of your presence. You are not going to hurt any living beings. You are going to help them much as you can. That's the why it says there's guarantee. There's guarantee. If a lot of people does that, it will contribute for betterment of all living beings, and it will contribute to better world, compassion. So now, how compassion rise? How compassion rise? It doesn't rise by nothing. Compassion. We all have experience. I have experience. You experience. You experience compassion. I experience compassion. Not 24 hours, but not 24 hours, but here and there. How compassion arise? The way the compassion rise, if you witness somebody's going through some difficulties, right? Our understanding of the difficulty is very limited, very, very limited. It has to be something obvious. There's something you see. That's pretty much it. Our understanding, that's why the Four Noble Truth, now there's relationship between Four Immeasurable Thought, compassion, Four Noble Truth. Yeah, there are very strong relationship between those two set of four practice. Four Noble Truth begin with the truth of, that's called sufferings, first one, right? Or time to show some patience. First one goes, first what is the Four Noble Truth? Truth of suffering. As I mentioned, it's very important to understand, as I mentioned before, suffering from Buddhist point of view does not mean pain. Does not mean pain. So you look at that, you please, if you're interested, this is not order, this is a suggestion based on the questions. If you're interested, what are the Four Noble Truths? Why historical Buddha choose that topic after his enlightenment, why he chose that. And he is someone who went through so much in life. Like grow up in like royal family, have everything, and went through so much. After that, when you read about the 12 deeds, it went through so much. So, someone who experienced everything in life, it's not like there's no experience. So that person's like eventually managed to liberate himself from all the disturbing thoughts. So that person, why he choose to talk about first teachings, why he choose to talk about Fourth Noble Truth, is very, very that's important to find out. So our like the knowledge about suffering or is very limited, very limited. Therefore, we do have problems to developing universal compassion towards all living beings. So you just read about that, okay? Please, if you're interested, read about First Noble Truth, Fourth Noble Truth. What is the truth of suffering? How many? There's three. First, second, we all know. Third one, there's a more complex one to understand. Third one. Bottom line, every living being, everything that breathes, moves, every living being has problems. Not just me, every CEO of the corporations, the president, like newborn child, all the way to the president, every single being, unless they are liberated from samsara. Other than that, everybody has problems. That is the foundations for universal compassion. Universal. Yeah, everybody's, yeah, everybody has problems. Everybody. Same boat, everybody has problems. There's the foundation for universal compassion. If you understand the Fourth Noble Truth, it will once you understand the Four Noble Truth, say you are building the foundation for universal compassion. Otherwise, our compassion is going to be biased, but better than nothing. The compassion is very important. Not able to develop universal, that's too big to tackle, so I'm not going to practice compassion. No. Compassion is very important. Any form of compassion is very important. Sometimes we just worried. So, as I said, we do what we can do. We do what we can do. So, so now also there's supposed to stop 11:50, so a few times. Then today I need to also talk to something else after the class. Okay. So here, this some probably you wonder why I just turn and turn. So this is called prayer wheel, and this like inside there's like millions of mantras rolls in the piece of paper. Sometimes they do microfilm. There's like billions, but here probably millions, big rolls of money mantra. That's called money payment. That's called 6-syllable mantras. Widely, commonly recited in the Tibetan communities. Inside or outside Tibet. Throughout many generations. This is called mantra of compassion. Mantra of compassion. That's mantras for compassion. So compassion. So I thought, maybe this morning. So I'm thinking about the compassion and combine the mantra, then Four Noble Truth, Four Immeasurable. That's all I've been thinking about. Maybe I should talk today, like that. So see, the way the compassion rises, if you witness or somebody's going through some kind of problem, then we sympathize. Oh, sympathize? And we feel sorry. See? Yeah, some people think, oh, I'm just a bad person. That's not true. It's not true. It's not true, you know. People are beautiful, you know. But their disturbing thought is not beautiful, you know. Their disturbing thought is not beautiful, but they are not them. It's like the cloud. They're temporarily on the sky, but beyond that cloud is pure space. It's crystal clear, you know. They're just clouded by those few clouds. It will move. It will move someday. It will move. The sun beyond the cloud, that's the pure nature. That's the pure nature, Buddha nature. That's pure. It is shining there, but you can't see now because it's covered by a cloud. Or you can say it's like the diamond underneath the ground. The pure nature, you know, but you can see them. It's like covered by dirt. Once you cover, then you find the diamond, no? Or gold underneath the ground, no? Or maybe under the piece of dirty cloth, dirty cloth. Once you take that out, then there's gold, no? Like that. So, no, the Buddhism is very strict. You can't just make things up. No, it has some source. You know, not just yesterday, today. No, power of your compassion. So compassion heals you, heals everybody. Oh, compassion. So anger destroyed you, destroyed everybody. It's not good. If you really love yourself, from the Buddhist point of view, how you love yourself, you minimize your disturbing thought. So that means that you are really showing compassion to yourself and showing love to yourself. That's the way to do, from the Buddhist point of view. Maybe from the Western psychology or therapy point of view, it may have different approach, but from a Buddhist point of view, that's how you love yourself, how you show yourself to compassion to yourself, to minimize a disturbing thought, you know, which is the cause of suffering. So, positive thought is the cause of happiness. So now you the purity or pure. No, I don't like myself. No, I don't know how to talk. My mind is messed up. Not like that. And when you say Om, there's no meaning. Om, when you say Om, you need to think about the pure nature of your body, your mind, your speech, pure nature, all the goodness you are supposed to visualize. When you say Om, then there's a benefit, you know. Mantra is not something that you say again, it becomes mantra, no. You can say pizza again, pizza. No. Pizza never become mantra, you know. Right? The mantra, the meaning, that's the important meaning, yi chob, yi mind. Chob means protect. Protect your mind. That's the meaning of the, generally speaking, there's a definition of mantra, yi chob. Yi mind, chob means protect. It protects your mind. That's the meaning of the definition of the mantra, generally speaking. Om, pure nature of body, speech, and mind, and everything else. Everything else. You know? Om, Sambhava. Om, as I said, the first syllable, Om, Sambhava, nature. The Sanskrit word, Sambhava, is nature. Shuddha, pure nature. Sambhava, nature. Om, body, speech, mind. Sambhava, that's nature. Sambhava, that's nature. Shuddha, that's pure. Then when you say the word Om with some kind of understanding, Om, Sambhava, Shuddha, so that's pure nature of my body, speech, and mind, then from there, then you rise yourself as a Buddha, Tara, whatever, you know, then you rise from there, pure nature of body, spirit, mind, then you rise as a Tara, and you rise as a divine figure, then you perform whatever activity you need to perform, blessing, whatever, Not like all kind of minds, kind of mass, all negative, you can't rise, How you say, rise and shine? Rise, you can shine, You can only shine if you think something positive. Om, so I'm just quoting that. That's how you bless things, That's how you bless food. That's how you bless environment. Like pure nature. Okay, this is not part of the mantra, but some other part of the mantra. Om Sambhava. Om body, spirit, mind. Sambhava, nature. Shuddha, pure. Om Sambhava, Shuddha, pure nature. My body, spirit, mind. Sarva Dharma. Sarva means all. Dharma means everything that exists. People. Everything that exists. Environment is not like something like, beautiful, like kind of like mandala, all the beings there, like pure, And eventually through that practice, tabaramjam, just pure, Myself, pure, you, pure, everything. Environment, pure. Sound, saying something important, whether it's like the sound of the trees, sound of the bird, sound of the water, is not just ordinary sound. It's the sound of saying something very important, beautiful. Oh. So then in the end you are saying, that's pure your body, spirit, mind, pure everything. Then in the end you are saying, that is me. So then from there, then you rise and shine. You rise and shine. Shine means, you rise. That's just last part is kind of not a joke, it's not a part of the practice, but that's how you rise, okay? You rise something important out of pure. You rise as a Tara, as a Buddha or Manjushri, then you rise, then you meditate. Then you meditate. Everything's pure, you meditate. Then more likely, some kind of improvement could, be developed. Could be developed. Okay, there's the first syllable of the mantra. Om. So when you put into color, is white. It's white. Om. If you want to know, didn't the transcendental meditations that brought by venerable hippies in the West, do they also do like transcendental meditation based on the mantras? Pretty much similar. So,
They don't, they don't use Om as their internal mantra.
What mantra they use?
It's an initiation, so they try to
Secret.
keep the
Secret.
Secret.
There's
Not supposed to tell anybody, so might be a very important one. But anyway, some kind of mantra they use.
yes.
Okay, so anyway, so we are not going to call this transcendental meditations. Yeah. Anyway, so I did ask a couple of people. They say, and I asked what is transcendental meditations, and they say, I do know. Venerable hippies brought it here, brought to the West. So anyway, so now I'm getting a little bit distracted by the. So now color, white. If you want to write it down, you can put white color. White symbolizes purities. That's why it's called. This is called kata. You see. This is a traditional way of greeting people from the Tibetan traditions. When you first meet someone, then you give it to them. What they symbolize, because it symbolize your intention is pure. There's nothing attached. Just before you say any word, you just offer that. And right now, not many people know. That's the idea behind that. You offer that. Without saying anything, symbolizing whatever reason you come here, there's pure intentions that you offer that, or kata. is like the leading object of your conversations. You offer that. That's the leading. Makes sense. Starting point or base of your conversation is pure, something pure, kata, pure. So Om, you visualize, white. If you write down, you can write like white color. So then you can you can say Om, then white color. So then it actually purifies. It purifies the arrogant pride, attitude of arrogant pride. Arrogant means looking down on someone who does not have much wealth or education or positions, power. You're just looking down. When you look up, somebody has so much power, so much wealth, you get jealous. That's the last thing, all my friends here, that's the last thing what we need is disturbing thought. We don't need any of those, because these are pain. Every disturbing thought is mental pain. Not just that is the cause of suffering. We don't need any of those. So we need to try every day, try all our best not to give them any, opportunity to rise. The way they rise is like kitty cat. When the cat walks, you can hardly hear. That's how they rise. So it's very unfortunate. So you can visualize Om, pure nature of body, speech, and mind. Oh, pure nature of body and mind. And you can think about pure nature of everything, and you just think, that is me. Hum, that's me. Oh, so then visualize white color, then purifies all the, like, what do you call arrogant pride. Purifies them. Purifies. Okay. So then probably first syllable, one Sunday, every Sunday, one syllable. No, maybe no. Next Sunday probably cover more syllables. Today, time is running out. Then I was requested to say something about the Lama Adisha statues. So you see the picture here. You see there's the painting. See there's the left side. There's second one. There's historical Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, and his two main disciples. Then above means before that. That's called Lama Adisha. The Indian master. Who really, I say, before he came to Tibet, it cost so many Tibetan lives just to invite him to Tibet. So reason, there's all this. We do have our early religion, what is called burn, more like shamanism, like walking with the trees, all kind of things, more like shamanism, and all kind of mixed. So like, it's not really clear what is what, all people do all kind of things, So when Lama Adisha came to Tibet, so it cost, a lot of lives, so anyway, so long story short, Lama Adisha did come back to Tibet and re-establish, Buddha Dharma, Buddhism in Tibet. So Tibetan people owe so much for Lama Adisha. So Lama Adisha did pass away in Tibet, Initial plan is to come there a couple of months or maybe a couple of years, then need to go back. So anyway, Lama Adisha did pass away in Tibet. So, and Lama Zoba Rinpoche, so some of you know here, on your right, the between His Holiness Dalai Lama, then the right, there's the Lama Zoba Rinpoche. To the left, it's called Lama Yeshe. So really, Western people love him so much, Lama Yeshe. So somehow he has some kind of strong connection. He's the one who founded FPMT organizations, and Kadamba Center is part of that. So some of you may think, Geshe Gelek own the center. I don't own the center. So I just come here to do my Mickey Mouse talk. So everything else is run by boards. So anyway, so just a brief introduction. Lama Yeshe, who founded FMT and came to West. I only met him, saw him one time when I was in monastery, and he came one time. Then just saw from the distance. That's all. So and he's by then he's traveling all in Europe and Asia and America, all of that. So Lama Yeshe was passed away and long time ago. So then Lama Zopa Rinpoche is the main disciple or student of Lama Yeshe. So then everything falls on his shoulders. So now FMT has 165 centers all over the world, Europe, Asia, New Zealand, all over the world, 165. So Lama Zopa Rinpoche suggests it will be good if we can invite Lama Atisha statue here at the center, because our name of our center is called Kadamba Center. So Lama Atisha is the one who founded Kadamba traditions. He's the one who founded Kadamba traditions. So then, Rinpoche even gave donations, $7,000 donations to invite Lama Atisha to statue here. So then after that, Rinpoche came here many times. Each time, no statue. So kind of, for me, personally, it's kind of embarrassing, So, so each year I felt like I need to ask something of statues. It's already been said. So then, it's kind of like last year I did ask Rinpoche, again about the statues. So then, size of statue. Rinpoche said 4.5 feet. 4.5 feet. So anyway, so now Rinpoche funded there. So then all the then that's the seed money. So but it costs much more than that. So anyway, Lama then last year I made trip to Nepal and visited a couple of artists, talked to them. Then some of them are expensive. Then finally met one artist. Then requested him to build one, and finding the right model. But not that many Lama Atisha statues been built. So it's hard to find one. So they find one, not satisfied. Then finally going back and forth, sending some photo to Rinpoche, so see if he thinks the best thing to do. So going back and forth. So now finally statues been made. So this morning I got a couple of photos, but I don't know how to show to you. But so and maybe eventually I will show. Now it's been painted. And it's kind of took probably 7-8 months, because they have to create mold, and this whole generation that work with the statues goes back to hundreds of years. So finally they made, and when it doesn't look good, then today it looks kind of nice. They painted. It's all going to be gold painted. So it's going to sit right here. So you all get opportunities. So, and what else?
I'll talk afterwards about sponsorships.
Yeah. So okay, I will leave rest of the stories, not the stories. I will say announcement to Donasi. Yeah. So that's all. Yeah. Thank you very much. So it will be here. I think middle of July. It will be here middle of July. So then here, the statues, and according to Tibetan Buddhist tradition, all the statues are not empty, so we fill them with the mantras. So last time, we did roll mantra here, but it's taking a long time, so there's kind of complicated, some of you already knows. So this time, I order all the mantra in. I requested one of my Geshe friends in Nepal, take in charge, roll all the mantras. So then when the statue comes here, we don't need to roll mantra. So that will take forever, so they start giving the size of statues. So then all the mantras will roll. It will be here middle of July. So now Rinpoche is coming in middle of August. Finally, something to show. After something to show, so then probably Rinpoche will bless, consequence. So that's good, all good. So, and all the appreciation go to each and every one person who come to Kadamba Center. Or energy, or time, and all of that, Everything's happening because of our presence, not just because of me, because of our presence. So everything good to the children program, all of that, wonderful people. So this all, each and every one of us contributed for that. Last 18 years contributed for that to come to this stage. Hopefully it will grow. And what we promote, compassion, loving kindness, tolerance, patience, to become better human beings. That's all we talk. Okay, that's all we talk. So that's all we hope. So that from here, that we can produce better human being. So that's good for the whole world. That's my goal. That's my goal. So, so then we wish for that and pray for that. Pray for that. Okay, pray for that through these learning institutions, and we can help people to change their mind, attitude towards other culture, other belief, other traditions, to become more compassionate, more kind, more tolerant. So then that's good. Then we are all doing something good, something good, and contributing for the betterment of entire humanity. So then something to feel good about. Yeah. Then oh yeah, stop now. Yeah, don't see what you say.
If you please open the Gold Prayer Book to page 246. We'll read the dedication prayer from Master Shantideva. May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of my merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled, with the mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may they never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world.
Good morning. First, I want to just remind you all of a couple of things. One is that it's the fourth Sunday of the month, so we have Sunday tea, a little opportunity to socialize and eat a little bit right after the teachings. Also want to remind you that we are in the middle of getting ready for a special celebration of His Holiness's birthday by providing the opportunity for us to practice generosity of our body, motivated by compassion and loving kindness for others, through a blood drive that we're going to have right here at Kadampa Center, right here in the Gampa, actually, so we can be making this offering in the presence of all our wonderful spiritual guides. And we want to also offer to His Holiness when he comes this fall that we did this in his honor. There was a question last Sunday about whether a person can donate elsewhere and have that be part of it. And that doesn't actually help our blood drive. We'll be happy to include that number if we make an offering to His Holiness, but right now we only have 9 people signed up for the blood drive, and we need a few more wonderful donors to participate in order for them to be able to come and do that here. So there is information in the bulletin about it, and there's information on the website about how you go ahead and register for that. And if anybody's trying to register and having any problems, go ahead and contact me and I'll help you out. And then let me talk a little bit about the sponsorship of the Lama Atisha statue. And Geshe mentioned that we are bringing the statue here in fulfillment of advice expressed by Lama Zopa Rinpoche, who is a spiritual director of FPMT. He is our teacher, and there's great benefit in fulfilling the desires of our teachers. So we're really happy to be able to do that this year. And there are, Jill has put together these lovely little sheets that tell us the different, just how to go about it, just the logistics, the practicalities of doing it. And the sponsorships, we put together some different ways that you can help with this. One of them is if you're really moved and you really want to have a big part of it, we can sponsor the shipping to actually bring the statue here. You can sponsor the mantras that will fill the statue. Now I forget the third one. Oh, and you can sponsor the altar for the statue, which will be right here. I thought of it the other day. We're going to have Lama Tisha right next to Tara, and Tara was a great practice of his. So, yeah. Well, I mean, just if it's over here, it's right next to Tara. Sorry, little sidebar there. And the other opportunity is to sponsor the statue itself, and so we have different levels of those sponsorships, so that everybody at different levels of financial ability can have the merit of sponsoring this statue. And when you sponsor a holy object, the merit of that continues for as long as that holy object remains. So this is really a wonderful way to create merit and keep that going. And I just also want to mention that if you want to sponsor and you just can't quite reach any of the levels, I think our least expensive is $250. We really encourage you to get together with a friend and share a sponsorship so that you're helping each other create merit. So I'll make these available for you, and thank you very much.